Peace! Peace to all the Congo men them out there, and yes, even the Shineheads too. But in all seriousness, peace to everyone tuned in to this video right now. I'm sending you all positive vibes, and I hope you're tuned into everything upful and righteous. Also, huge shout out right away to my man Justin over at HGSC. He has some dope locks and he's an even cooler guy. So link to his channel in the description.
What do my locks mean to me? It means I know no other way. N.A.T.T.Y in the Babylon. N.A.T.T.Y dress, I'll never shave. The master, I will slay. No, master, I'm not a slave.
See, everyone in my life, people I don't even know, were hitting me from all angles, telling me to cut my hair. He surprised me out of nowhere with a lock shout out. And it was the coolest thing ever. It made me feel so like that was motivation to make this video actually. So he's the inspiration behind this video. So peace to you, Justin. Keep doing your thing. See, I was being hit from every angle. From family members, to people I went to high school with, to random people I don't even know, messaging me on Instagram, saying, you look homeless, you need to cut your hair, you need to take a shower. And these are just some of the trials you'll go through when you grow your hair this way. To all my true freeformers out there, the world's not gonna like it. They're not gonna understand what you're doing, why you're doing it, but you know why you're doing it. So stay on the path, stay on the journey, stay strong. All my brothers and sisters out there, true N.A.T.T.Y them, peace to you. And growing your hair this way probably doesn't help with getting a lot of dates either. Just gonna be honest. So before you come in this thing, you gotta be 100% sure this is what you wanna do. You gotta be patient, you gotta love yourself, and you gotta know how to love others. All of which growing your hair this way will teach you. You gotta have the long term in mind, because it's not an overnight process. I still have straight hair today. I still have straight hair after almost 3 years. I'm just getting some new locks coming in the front. I don't know if you can see those on the video. These are some new locks. These as well. Some new locks coming in. I still have straight hair all over though. I'm not gonna say love yourself 100% and all this and that, because that seems too egotistical. But to come in this thing, you gotta know how to just be you, because you don't know how to be anyone else. Just unapologetically be 100% you. And you gotta know to fully freeform and fully enjoy the experience, you gotta just let it be. Just be. Because that's all you can be, is just be. And everyone, way back in the day, this is how everyone looked. Before the scissors and combs and razors on every aisle. This is how everyone looked way back in the day. Natural. Bushman. True and natural to yourself. Natty. And see, when you realize, it's a powerful thing when you realize your hair, it grows the same way as the plants and the trees. The plants behind me, they just grow. They don't need to ask me or anyone else if they're growing right. They don't need to ask the man to come and prune them and trim them up. The same way I wasn't born as Edward Scissorhands. See, I find it extremely unnatural for people to be going to the barber shop every other week and getting touch-ups on their fades. Even the ladies have short hair nowadays. It's getting to the point we can't even tell the woman from the man. I see a bunch of headless chickens walking around. Only thing is, they're walking themselves to the butcher and asking to have their head cut off. And the reason why, the problem is, people don't understand just how significant hair is. It's alive. Unlike the Babylon shitstorm would have you believe, It's alive and it's constantly growing. It's an extension of your nervous system. It's intaking, outtaking information from around your environment. Plays a huge role physically and spiritually. Your dreads are your antennas, if you will. The longer your hair, the stronger your immune system, the less likely you are to get sick and diseases and all these things. The more heightened is your intuition, the longer your hair. There's stories of ancient Native American trackers that could navigate the whole land without maps or anything. And suddenly after they got their hair cut, they lost this ability and they couldn't track no more. The same story in the Bible of the famous Nazirite Samson. Once he got his hair cut, he lost all his strength. So hair is more significant than they would lead us to believe. Definitely. And this is all knowledge or gnosis or science, if you will, that the ancient peoples used to possess. But somewhere along the way, this knowledge was lost, and it's a real shame. Because when your hair and your nails are the only body part that's continuously, noticeably growing, it would lead me to believe that they serve a significant role. The same way, when a little baby gets their hair cut for the first time ever, they are crying and screaming. Or if you've ever gotten a bad haircut or you think you look ugly afterwards, our minds have been conditioned to vibrate at a lower frequency. I don't care who you are, black, white, yellow, or purple, we've all been manipulated the same ways. And everything we say or do has a meaning and a purpose behind it. Words sound power. The whole universe was created with a word. In the beginning was the Word. Right? The word universe itself means one word. Uni and verse. Forgive me, my camera often cuts out in the middle of when I'm speaking, but follow me, what I'm saying. The words uni and verse, put them together, you get one word. Universe. Right? And that's why Rastas often change how they say things or the meanings of words to promote upfulness, to promote life and not death. So instead of diet, you get livity. Right? It's a livity, a way of life, and not a one-day thing. It's an everyday thing.
I'm recruiting soldiers for Jah army. Recruiting soldiers. Jah time is now. Jah time is now. Satan forces, they all rise up to fight. They all rise up to fight. Jah and the saints, I say. Only to fight, Jah and his saints. See them fighting against Jah children. See them slaughter them like slaves. Hear them come say, Jah is dead. But they didn't show me his grave. No, no.
And though people are going to tell you to go and take a shower, homeless man, oftentimes your hair is actually healthier than the one saying that. Because if you're putting synthetic fertilizer, I'll call it, or shampoo, if you're putting that on your scalp every single day, day after day, then you're stripping away the natural oils that your scalp naturally produces in order to be healthy. So people like to put in synthetic chemicals to keep their hair looking neat in the Western sense of the word, but the word neat has more than one meaning. In the Afro-Semitic sense, the word neat can mean that your hair looks fashionable. So for hair care, I would say your hair is healthiest and happiest in its natural nappy state. And I do still wash my hair. I'll rinse it with just plain water at least once a month. And that would be more, probably once a week, but it's hard in the cold winter months to dry it without the sun's help. And then I'll do things like aloe vera wash or African black soap just whenever I feel I need a deeper wash. And I've seen enough guys come and go in this dreadlock thing just in the time that I've been locked, right? Some I've even seen have 2 different sets of locks, both of which no longer exist. So I'm taking it back to the root, the ancient form, right, before the word dread even existed. You can't buy this, you can't pay for it, it can't be created, it just is. It's nature essence, God essence. And that's why I love freeform locks above all else, because they're completely unique, every single set is different. It's like a fingerprint. It's my identity, right? That's why I love freeform. Like if I were to cut my hair and let it grow back, my next set might look completely different from this set. Like you don't know how they're gonna turn out. Some guys with locks are so far removed from Rastafari, which the root of Rasta is the locks.
The song saying lion, iron, you can't go to Zion. See, for example, there are lots of guys who wear dreadlocks who is 1 million miles away from Rasta. They are like night to day. See? And I know the concept of Rasta means righteousness.
You're talking about lion, iron, but you can't go to Zion. Talking about lion, iron, but you're far from Zion. I only hear your words, but I don't see no works. You think my father's a fool.
Like I said all through the video, you're going to be called every name in the book. You're going to be called crazy, you're going to be called homeless, every proverb and byword and any name you can imagine. Right? The world don't love us, so it's our mission to love each other and just keep spreading love and positiveness and iriness wherever and whenever you can. With that being said, I could never be a bald head. Stay dread and peace.
Conscious sound.